Well, if education is such a big part of what needs to happen as we transition and from oil and gas to renewables and continue to grow the renewable side, how is educating being tackled on both sides for the renewables companies, for the landowners, for the landmen? What's being done and what should be done?
Well, I think they're doing a better job. There was nothing originally. I think this was a new space. Like I said earlier, they were just all about oil and gas, and that just chain their horse to that cart. But now it is changing. I know we talk about it all the time because in the last downturn, there was just an exodus out of the land industry. The people saying, I don't want the uncertainty anymore. I'm getting out of this. And so now it's hard to find uh, people that have an extensive knowledge that have still been in the game as long as we have. And so I do think that the AAPL trying to make these programs is a step in the right direction, but I think that a lot more needs to be done. Even maybe like when I started, Steve, with the energy force classes, I didn't know anything about oil and gas work, and then give us like a long weekend class, and that just gets your foot in the door, and then you start working alongside professionals that have been doing it a while, and then you kind of pick it up by doing.
Yeah, on the landman side, the APL, we keep going back to them, but I think they have a good start. They found one or two very quality folks who have done a great job of traveling around the country, visiting with local associations, giving presentations. It's more of a 101. I think it'd be great, and maybe they're in the steps of this, but I think it'd be great to get a number of the renewable industry professionals involved in that and be able to give virtual lessons. It's tough nowadays. Back then, you would travel to get your credits, or you'd have to go to pay your money to go to when the circus came to town for whatever speech was being given on oil and gas law, or honestly. But we live in such a world now where if you could get some of these major renewable companies and focus on just different aspects, the lease, how interconnect works, what's the difference in substations, the different levels substation, transmission lines, just a number of different things that put the whole pie together. I think that would be a great series that the AAPL or SEIA or one of the renewable groups could do
They're going to need to do
and
it.
put it up virtually.
They're going to have to do it, Steve. There's just too much stuff going on right now.
Yeah, as far as landowners, that's hard to say. I don't know if it's going to take these groups coming in and doing town hall meetings or sending out mass informative mailers, but you need to do something to get the word out of, hey, we're here to bring more energy to your neighborhood. We don't want your neighborhood to go without power. Here's how we can store energy. Here's how we can generate energy. Here's how you have excess and surplus if something goes wrong from a rainy day.
Lower the cost of your monthly bill and your premiums.
Yeah,
Put more into the market.
positive spins make people buy into your game.
Going back to your education question about these classes that should be offered, they need to start doing it. There's so much money out there and opportunity in the renewable side. I don't think they have the workforce that they need. I know that you saw a bunch of politicians saying, well, retrain the coal workers to be computer programmers. It's kind of one of those things where it's, hey, renewables isn't a dirty word in the land industry. Start, retraining yourself into this other aspect of it. No one ever went to more school and someone was like, that's dumb, learning new things. What are you, some kind of an idiot? It's crazy to me that people get so close-minded. You should broaden all of your horizons all the time. Be like Ben Franklin,
Yeah.
but without the lesions.
So AAPL, if you're listening and you aren't already doing this, I have a feeling that you probably are. But let's get a series of landman events, a landman educational series for all renewables, not just the 101 that we've seen to this date.